I think people think this is just really easy to pull together, and not so much.
No, hair and makeup.
I know. Who are you? You didn't introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Adam Hare,
Adam Hare.
from Petley-Hare Insurance Brokers, here in wonderful Durham region.
Yes.
Yeah.
In your role?
So I'm the president now, which I don't really know what that means, but I think it means a bit of everything.
Well, you sent me a big thing about I have to call you El Presidente. Roses when you walk out of the office.
Make sure.
The thing.
Make sure. Every day's got some spice of life to it.
Well,
and
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's been an interesting run.
Yeah.
Third generation family business, so it's been my only duty is to not screw this up now. And I think the failure rate of third generation success rate is about 10%. So
is it really?
Yeah.
Why are you looking up numbers like that? Why do you need to know that?
I got asked to speak on a board or a panel, and I came across that and we got terrified. And now every night I go to sleep, it just haunts me to think that a business that was started in the '60s could ultimately thrive or dive right now.
Son of doom. I mean, yeah. So back to Petley-Hare.
Yeah.
Third generation.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Yeah.
What type?
Everything.
Everything. Okay.
I say
what
if we've been doing this for almost 100 years and we can't insure the thing you're calling us about, then we're probably not doing a good job at what we do. But yeah, by now we've got all the top markets across Canada. We've opened up with Derek Lead. I'm sure you know him. Ex-councillor for the town of Whitby.
He was our councillor-elect or a representative on the board.
Yeah.
When I started at the chamber.
So we've also taken him along, and he's opened up a wonderful life and financial services division for us.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we've got that. We've even spun out. We have opened up a marketing arm. I think I don't know if you knew that, but that was kind of my background before coming into this. I never really wanted to see that go. So we've taken our internal marketing team and kind of made it an external company called Bread and Butter, and we're actively working with businesses, a ton of businesses in Durham region, some outside of here. We've got some big projects we're working on, and yeah.
Hybrid, by the way.
Beautiful vehicle.
Is this not a sexy car?
And I actually thought when you picked me up that it wasn't running, but I think it was.
It was.
Yeah.
I know, right? Dang. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, careful. Don't unpeel anything. Sorry.
Motor
City, hybrid.
Yeah, so our family is, I think, just got the creative blood in us. I often wonder, and I talk with my dad all the time about how the hell we ended up running an insurance brokerage. He was a touring musician on the road, and joined his dad, and I was working in the music business. I worked for Universal Music Canada for about 10 years before coming over to the family business.
Right.
But that's what I did. I ran a media team in there, doing all the social media, the marketing, the campaigns, meeting with the artists and the bands, and building out kind of online platforms and strategies to help promote their music. Okay. Which kind of led to coming over to Petley-Hare, and ultimately trying to help with some brand awareness, and building a bit of a digital campaign to kind of talk to a new type of customer that we weren't used to dealing with. So the original plan was to come over for 1 year, build a bit of do an audit, build a plan, and then get back out.
There we go.
And yeah, I think we ended up finding a really good groove, and I found, I think it's really neat to work with family. I think we didn't know how much Dad and I were on the same page until we started working together. And I think he was really great in the sense of he really wanted me to chase my own hopes and dreams and aspirations, and never, almost to a detriment, didn't make it known that I could have a chance or a shot at working in there. So we didn't really talk about it at all. I, like everyone else, thought insurance was just so bleak and boring and bland, and was in this wonderful world of creativity and music and marketing and design.
Far sexier than insurance.
Yeah, but I think we've been able to find a way to kind of blend both, and I loved working with people. I got to really spend my time coming up in a corporate structure and an organization on how to climb that ladder and build teams and culture, and those were a lot of the traits that we could kind of bring over to Petley-Hare. And now we've got quite a few employees and have a culture that I'm proud to say that we've been able to kind of curate and help craft over the last while. And I don't know, it's been awesome. Yeah, I started as a marketing director and then got licensed and did some sales, and I had the opportunity to open up a division in the office for the online stuff and kind of expand us outside of Durham region into the rest of Ontario, which was a huge learning curve. I think I was only in the business for maybe 2.5 years before we launched Insurance Jack, and it's just been the entire time it's been learning and new and being able to fail in an environment that has the support of your family, and we have a ton of employees who've been with us for such a long time. So I don't know, it's neat. It's crazy to think that even, I talk about this a lot, but that back in the 60s, my grandfather was able to be a part or buy into a book of business for a product that fundamentally hasn't really shifted that much. I got to work with Durham College on building out a program there, and sat on a board to try and modernize this and bring students into this, because it's an industry that needs we need people, and it pays well and there's money in it, and it's it's sad to see how many students are going through for programs that can't find a legitimate career out of it, and we're sitting here taking a lot of people that don't have formal backgrounds and taking them from other industries, and kind of
grooming them,
and shedding light on a whole new world, and it's I would say our best employees had nothing to do with insurance at all 5 years ago, and have come in and have completely so it's neat. I think the biggest compliment that we could ever get that makes me feel wonderful on the inside is that when someone comes into our office, it feels different, and I can't even tell you exactly what that means, but I'll tell you that when we started to create and craft our culture and build this customer experience, or this this great place for our employees to kind of work, it was always about not what we had written on the wall or the color of walls or the furniture we had. It was about we actually need to live and breathe this, and it has to be a feeling and a vibe.
Back to music for a sec and marketing. So Bread and Butter has nothing to do with insurance.
None at all. It is
a separate creative agency.
It's a creative agency, and we do have some insurance clients, but I would say 94% of our clientele is not. It's small to mid-sized businesses that are looking to build brand, and really coming to us that they have a solid foundation of a business but never put the time.
Tell me about this partnership with Roughly that you're exploring, because I think that there's so many great organizations that are part of the Chamber. Both of you are.
Chamber, loud and proud.
Tell me, Chamber.
We both have offices on Simcoe Street. About 150 meters away. We both have offices in Bowmanville. On the same street, oddly enough. So we've known about each other for a long time, and I think we're seeing a lot of this happen in all industries, but specifically now in the insurance space, a lot of people coming together. I think we've got a way bigger battle to fight than fighting against each other. And maybe 30 years ago it was about locking down and not sharing information, and I think that's really changed over time, and we understand that kind of our mantra is being better together, and they have a lot of great people on that side. We ended up finding out that we were doing things a lot alike, really close together, and going, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel down the street from each other? If we've got the same markets, we've got the same technology, we both have wonderful staff and teams, what would this look like if we did this together?
What would you say? So it's 2020. For Connect Women, our theme this year is hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
What would you have told your younger self? Because I bet you weren't thinking in your teen years or even in your 20s, I'm gonna...
Yeah.
What would you give? What advice would you give?
I'd say patience. I think I still have this that I want everything to happen right now, and don't understand the beauty in long-tailed conversations and planting seeds and letting things sit
circulate.
And grow. And I used to always think that you go to a meeting and it has to be done right here and there. And
action items.
Yeah, and I know now that there's conversations that I started 2 years ago that are just starting to kind of happen now. So I think young me couldn't wait to see the flower grow, and I think there's good things to come from having patience and seeing things through. So patience would be my word.
Patience would be your word. Presence and patience.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. This was really great.